MightyKeef.
What's going on, everybody? As you can tell with this webcam and everything, I'm at my laptop, still at Evo, and man, it has been a blast. It's been amazing seeing you guys. I can't even tell you how many pictures I was able to take yesterday with fans, and it was a blessing, man. Seriously, to see you guys is a blessing. And for those who couldn't make it, bro, I hope y'all can make it next year, man. It's a special event, man, and especially if like you love fighting games, even if you don't like fighting games, bro, it's still a great event just because like they have other stuff like artist allies and then artist allies, excuse me, and other things that you can meet and greets with like some pretty cool individuals, the panels and everything like that. There's a lot of stuff that you can kind of just as a casual fan get a lot out of, man. But anyways, guys, I wanted to talk to you just quick, just overview of my impressions. I was actually not able to record any on Friday with other creators. I It was a big mishap that was going on. Today, I will have some Invincible footage for you guys though, because I'll be doing that around 2 o'clock. Um, However, I still was able to play Tokon. I went to the booth, and the people that were working at the Arc Systems booth were nice enough to let me get some time in. And it's just me. My crew didn't come with me, so I didn't have anyone to record with. And I already felt like I was kind of imposing, right? Because they didn't have to give me the ability to I guess kind of skip the line, but I didn't want to like ask for any type of special favors by like, hey, can you also record for me or something? Nah, so but I just played it. And shout out to the guy I was playing with. He was a really cool dude. It was fun, and let's just get into it, man. I asked you guys some questions on Twitter, which I'm going to get into later on, and I'm gonna answer that. But just for my quick impressions, just without answering the question, the game's amazing. I think this is going to be like an amazing game, guys. Seriously, on all levels, high level, casual. For a long time, the FGC has been trying to find like that game or that mix to make casuals kind of get into the game without like sacrificing uh the overall quality of the game, right? To not make it so like shallow. And I know there was a big fuss about motion controls and are they bringing people in as opposed to like pushing people out because the game is not depth enough or not, fun enough or is it too easy, whatever. And I think that Street Fighter Six did a good job with it, but I also think that I think this new Marvel game is going to be very good with it because it has a very big mix of a lot of different stuff. For example, with Dragon Ball Fighters, how you can hit like light over and over and over and come up with a combo, where that's not really an efficient way to do a combo. But you can get some damage on it, right? It's like, oh, okay, well, there's no human error. You just hit light over and over, and then you get a nice little combo. New people are going to be like, oh, that was fun, right? And then hey, you can do it for mediums, you can do it for heavies. They cost meter though, like they cost some type of resource, so it's never going to be the efficient way to do damage. Even though like a level 3, when you do heavy, heavy, heavy over and over and over, it ends with a level 3 like excuse me, it ends with a level 3 attack. It's not even level 3s in this game. I'm sorry, I'm so used to Marvel's Capcom. It's like a level 2, I guess. I don't know. It takes 100 meter, right, which is pretty much all your meter at that time, and it's do about 50%. It's like a 50% damage, I'm gonna be honest, which is crazy, but it's still like you're spending everything to do that, right? uh on like just your regular combos, I think it's gonna be more efficient to actually do like real combos, right? Let me think. What else? I picked I picked Captain America, Doom, uh, Storm, and I think Stretchy Girl, Miss Marvel. And one thing I did notice is that this game is not like going to be. Well, I don't know for sure how it's going to be in the long run, but up front, it did not feel like Marvel versus Capcom. But I guess we all kind of knew that. I mean, we didn't really get too much information. We just kind of was, hoping it would have some type of that DNA. It doesn't feel like a Marvel versus game. It feels like its own thing, honestly, which I'm actually mad down for. Right? Like I don't need like a Marvel's Capcom replacement. I want a Marvel versus Capcom when Marvel vs. Capcom comes out. I am cool with another Marvel fighter doing its own thing, and that's kind of what this is. In the ways that I say that is different is that like tagging seemed a little strange. There's like when you do a move when you do a move or you want to call in your assist, right? First of all, assist is all tied to one button. So there's not like assist one, two, three. It's all tied to one button. And then you do like a directional input, and that will call in a certain assist. So if you do neutral, do like your shooter assist, or if you do to the right, it'll do like a different assist or whatever. But basically, what happens is that when your assist comes in, there's a small period where you can change, right? You can manually change after the assist comes in, but it's a kind of a weird timing. I'm sure after you get hours and hours of the game, you'll get used to it, but it wasn't like instinctively, it wasn't like something where I could just like, oh, okay, well, I can do this now and then this now. It's like a you call in your assist, they do their move, and then they do like a quick pose afterwards, and then you can kind of switch back into them. It's not like one of those things where it's you do your combo, call the assist does the move, and then you immediately switch into assist. No, there's a little bit of lag in between. Um, so just getting used to that was interesting. There's only one life bar, so like you don't have to worry about like your assist getting destroyed or killed or anything like that. Which kind of makes me feel like, well, I don't know if I'm like godlike with Captain America, but I'm not good with Ghost Rider, right? But I like Ghost Rider's assist. Why would I ever like play Ghost Rider? Let's say Ghost. I don't know. Let's say Ghost Rider's just a bad character or something. Why would I ever play him then? So like, why I don't ever have a need to switch him in. He was just there for an assist, and I don't know if that's just what they're going for. They might just be going for that, but that's just another way of me saying that like it's just not really Marvel's Capcom because you don't ever need to switch him in. Um, I know in Marvel 2 there were some situations like that where trash characters had godlike assists, but like, that game was not balanced. So, that would happen often. But in this game, yeah, I'm not too sure cuz like I don't even think you gain like there's no health that you can regain or need to regain. The only time you regain is health is when you get a new assist coming onto you, right? So the game, if you don't know, starts with just a 2v2. And then you do moves like grabs or wall splat, not wall splat, excuse me, but wall breaks into a transitions. And that's how you get your next character. Or if you lose the match, you automatically get a new character, right? So I guess it could be considered a comeback mechanic in that way, but not really because you can also um like consciously get the characters. Like you don't have to just, oh, I'm getting my ass whooped and that's the only way I'm getting my characters. No, it's just one aspect of it. And yeah, so it builds up into a 4v4. So there are times where like by the end of your first match, you could probably have like 3 versus 2 or even a 4 versus 2 if you're really stomping somebody. So I was like really interesting. You don't start with like broken team; you got to work up to the brokenness, which I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. That's kind of silly. That's interesting. And then as you can tell, this is not structured. I'm just giving my impressions. When I actually get back home and I get some more footage or something, because I think I try to go back and record this time. I have a friend actually record this time. I'll get y'all some more stuff. But yeah, the combos felt good. There is like a little meter that stops. I guess I think it's in place to stop infinites. There's a meter in place that kind of dictates how much of a combo you can do, and you can see the bar going up and up and up. How that works is that originally people thought, okay, you can only do like 5 hits or 6 hits because the combo gauge is going to end. That's not the case. How it works is that whenever you do like an EX move, it kind of it resets the bar a little bit. Or if you like include a tag character into the combo, it'll reset the bar a little bit. So it's not so there are going to be creative ways to build in combos through EX moves and your assists to kind of figure out what you can do in that short amount of time, or I'm sorry, in that little bar. And I'm actually cool with that. There are other fighting games that have that. This isn't like a new thing. I know people were like, "What? I can't believe that's restrictive and everything." It's nowhere near as restrictive as some people might claim. Nowhere near as restrictive. Um, and honestly, let me okay, for example, Maximilian just came out with a video that showed high level play through the developers, and I want to give you an example. Like, look on the left side, you're going to see, not right here, right here, look on the left side, you're going to see the hits go up, but then that blue meter on the bottom go up as well, and you see how fast it's going up, right? It's at 7, 8, 9, 10, and at 10 it's already almost done, right? There's maybe two hits left before this meter goes out. But then you hit a reset. Now it's resetting. Now it's four. Now it's resetting again, right? It's resetting again. And so what looks like a combo that was going to end at 12 hits, you are now doing 26 hits. And there's still meter left, right? So it's gonna end at 26, and there's still meter left. Like, you could still get some stuff in there. So I encourage everyone to go to Maximilian's channel to watch that. That was incredible. I'm not trying to bite on his content or anything. I wanted to show y'all, like, because that just came out. I wanted to give an example of it. But yeah, like, it's gonna have room for a lot of good creative combos and stuff like that. So yeah, but I played, like I said, I played Captain America. I played Captain America in almost every Marvel game, even when he's ass. I played him in Marvel 2, he was not good. I played him in Marvel 3, he was decent. He wasn't like great, but he was decent. I played him in MVCI. He got nerfed a little bit, like in the very, very beginning. I think his shield properties were not what they used to be like in MVC3. I don't know how he ended up getting, because I played only like 2 months of that game and I was done with it. Uh, I think I heard him getting good later on. I don't know, but anyways, I'm gonna be playing Cap again. I don't know. I just love Captain America. He's old. He feels like he can rush down, but also like zone, and I just love having that option. And Doom is so fun, bro. That is a setup character, my boy. I mean, he has like this Aegis reflector, right, that he can use on for Okies. He can use it to zone out people. He can use it as defense because it blocks reflect what's it called, projectiles, and it's just all around an amazing tool. And I saw some crazy setups already where they're like throwing it at the top, but then doing some type of laser beam that goes like straight up vertically, and then doing his little laser. He's going to be a very zone heavy and very setup heavy character, and I cannot wait what you can do in that. Um, but yeah, I was having a good time, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it was very, very fun. This is a very fun game. So let's answer some questions real quick. Let's just answer some questions. Oh yes, sir. I'll hit them up. Trying to see if I understand this right. You gain health when you add a member to your group. Would you say it's better to stage transition mid-match to recover some life, or is it best to try and assemble your team ASAP? So you do gain health when you get a character back. How do I explain this? But it's not like you're gaining additional health. You're just gaining back the health you would have had you had that character anyway. So, like, for example, if you start off with 100 health, but the full amount of health that you could potentially get is 200, um, by getting another character and getting 120 health, you like you're not going to like 220 health, right? You're still gaining health, but it's not going over like what the limit is. So basically, whatever health you got is the health you would have had anyway when you get your other characters. It's not like you go back to full health or anything like that. You're still at a pool of like 200 health. Now again, that number is not real. Like, that's just putting it out there. So like, if I how what's the best way to explain this? If the full health is 200 and you start at 100 and you get dealt 20 damage and you're at 80, and then you get, like, I don't know, one character back and you get the 20 damage back and you're back at 100. Again, it's not like you are now at 120 or 220. You know, your final health pool is still your final health pool. um how complicated is it to grasp? I think it's not going to be complicated. I think it's going to be very, very easy for beginners to get into it, but I do think it's going to have like that kind of high ceiling, right? Because there's going to be so many characters, because there's so many different interactions. You got four people fighting at once. Not only that, each character has their own different assists, and when they get changed out, the assist is going to change. So, like if you have Captain America doing an anti-air in one slot, you switch him out for like Doom, and now he's not in the anti-air slot anymore, he's maybe projectile. You have to remember that as well. And now what you thought was your projectile, which is like, I don't know, storm, he'll have a completely different moveset, different properties and everything. And that's something you're gonna have to remember. That's just like one little thing. But then there's also just like I said, the interactions with everything. I think it's also very easy for you to jump into. Yes, very easy for you to jump into. Again, you could literally just mash light button. It seems like what the offense is going to be, which is very similar to like MVC3, Dragon Ball Fighters, is like you do like light, medium, heavy on a shield and then do a special. And then once you do a special, you call in an assist to make it safe, and then do some type of layered offense afterwards. I don't know, go for a high low, maybe a grab, maybe a cross up, and then if they block again, light, medium, heavy, special, and then call an assist to make it safe again, and then try. And that's how it looks like you're going to layer your offense, at least for the beginning. Again, that's probably not going to be the most efficient way, but that's just a regular formula of how you fight in versus games. So that looks like that's going to be stuff like that is like if you've played versus games before, right? Fighters, if you played Marvel or anything, you'll get the hang of it. But it's also like it has some of that DNA, but it also is not like MVC3, or this is not MVC4 or anything like that. Well, if you count MVCI, I guess this is not MVC5. Do you think the game will feature any characters with charge type fighting styles, like gameplay similar to DJ? Um, that's interesting. I think it'd be cool if they did do that. I do not know, just because like a lot of these developers are aware of the, I guess, motion control thing. It looks like Arc Dev does not care as much though, because this game has motions. Like it has quarter circles, it has DP, it has like in Guilty Gear where you do like the half circle and then forward and then two buttons. It has that. That's how you do all your ultimates. So they clearly are like, whatever. We're putting motions in here, so maybe a charge character that would be in there, or at least some charge moves. Um, please no 720s. That's I know I sound terrible. I'm just tired of doing 720s, bro. That's one of the reasons why I switched over to modern Geef. I'm just tired. I'm an old man. I'm so tired of doing 720s. I don't think 720s are going to be in the game. I do hope grapplers are in there though, because I'm going to be playing a grappler. I'm a little iffy on the member mechanics. How difficult would you say it is to gain you 3 to 4 characters in game outside of gaining them between rounds? Oh yeah. So like I said, grabs lead into gaining a person, or that little stage transition thing. Um, how else? Losing rounds, and then there was one more. I think if you just do a regular wall break, that'll gain you one. So I honestly, you could get. I think I when my in my first 2 matches, I think I got 3 of my characters like in the first round. Like you can snowball. Yeah, but it's pretty cool. But that means like I was like, you gotta, man, you gotta put boots to ass for that to happen. That's not just gonna happen, right? You gotta be putting boots to ass if if that's gonna happen. Not a gameplay question, but what character that hasn't been put into Marvel fighting game do you hope makes the roster? That hasn't been put into a Marvel fighting game? Ooh, it's a good question. Um, I would like to see the Silver Surfer. I don't think Silver Surfer was in any fighting game, any Marvel fighting game. I would love to see the Silver Surfer in this. How does the process of assembling your team throughout the fight feel? It actually feels good. It actually feels normal. Like I'm so shocked because when I found out that that's you start like with nothing and then you go up, I was like, what? It actually feels pretty legit. Am I okay? Anyone seem stronger or easier to use compared? I wouldn't know, man. Like I said, in the beginning games, we were all just pressing light a lot, heavy. No one knew how to jump cancel. No one knew how to do. Sometimes you'll do your light, medium, heavy into launcher, and then I do think I can't believe I said all that just to just completely contradict myself 2 seconds later, but I do think that what's the Guardian of the Galaxy dude name? Star Lord. He looks tricky. He has a lot of normals that can just cancel, right, to make it look like he's about to do a normal. About like he has one of those things where it's like visual trickiness. He's very projectile based. He has some cool aerial guns like Dante, literally Dante from MVC3. Now, will he be as technical as Dante from MVC3? I don't know, but he definitely has a move that's just like Dante. Um, like just like Dante. And it's crazy because you can OTG with it. It's like, what? OTGs are weird in this game though because you have to wait for them to bounce, and like you only get them through assists. I know it's strange. Yeah, I only got like 15 minutes to play, but I just based off of what I was playing and what I've been talking with others about. But it feels good. It feels good. Anyone seem stronger? Oh, I just read that. Okay, how does offense work? Is there a lot of nasty high low right mix up good? Yes, absolutely. Is it mostly strike throw? It's not mostly strike throw. There is definitely strike throw in there, I guess. It's not mostly strike though. There's definitely high low mix ups. There's air dashes on the other side while you call your assist on the other side. It's some there. I've seen some nasty stuff done. Again, look at what Maximilian just dropped. It is a lot like the high level gameplay is actually pretty cool. And that what's funny is that's high level now. Obviously, when the population gets part in general pop gets their hands on it after 3 4 months, that's going to be what real high level looks like for that time period. What was the coolest thing you saw someone do? Like I said, I saw Doom. This is probably mad lame, but I saw Doom do his unique, which is the Aegis Reflector. Like he jumped, did Aegis Reflector, then he has this vertical kind of like hidden, not hidden missile, but it's like a nuke strike, right? And it's a line that guides, and it locks on to the person, right? And if they stay like for a little bit, like if they're not moving, it just locks them in place, right? So you basically have Aegis Reflector up here, right? A vertical line that basically cuts the field in half, and then from that line, Doom is like shooting his finger lasers, and I was like, oh, that's gonna be so obnoxious. I can't wait to do it to somebody. So do you feel it might offer potential for new to jump it? Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. This is gonna be a game that's going to be very good for new players. But again, there when you see the regular stuff people are doing like on the show floor versus like what the devs are doing, you're like, oh, there's a big difference. There is a big difference in like entry level and high level. How long are the matches? Not that long, honestly. Like I said, I played for 15 minutes and it went by. Well, I guess that doesn't really answer the question, but it flew by. I was having so much fun. But I think each round I don't know. Each like three, because each round I guess technically is like 3 out of 5, right? So each one of those matches could take 4 to 4 minutes, maybe. No, not even that. Probably like 3 minutes. Heard the game is more akin to Grand Blue than an actual Marvel game. Or yeah, I would say, well, Grand Blue, yeah, yeah, it's definitely closer to like Grand Blue than it is MVC3 or anything like that. But it's also like I feel like faster or more aerial. I guess. What is your impression so far instead of them going the route of true 4v4 tag fighter? I mean, this is a 4v4 tag fighter for sure. This is a true 4v4 tag fighter. You have 4 characters, they can come in at any time. Their assist is literally needed to do optimal combos. Like you need to have your assist. And I think that is why assist can't die because having your assist is like ingrained in the gameplay. And that didn't make sense. Like, a lot of things aren't going to make sense until like you put all the puzzle pieces together. Because I'm not a dude who likes life, like single life bars. But then I understand, oh, you have to have this single life bar because like your assists need to stay alive because your assists are integral to like the gameplay and the game pacing of the game. So like things make sense once you start putting all the puzzle pieces together. So this is a 4v4 tag fighter, absolutely, absolutely. Is this a good entry point for someone who's traditionally not playing fight? Yes, absolutely. How do tags and assists work in 4v4 game? I think yeah, I already answered that. Basically, it's the same way. You call an assist, and then you're able to tag into them after a set period of time, or you can just hold the button down and manually change into your character. Um, will it cure my depression? Probably. I'm gonna be honest with you. So does a basic assist cost green meter, and does it recharge on its own? Yes, assist meter recharges on its own, and an assist costs meter. So yeah, it costs meter. And um not just assists, but when you do your team specials, like your the DHCs or the what's it called? There's like a chain of attacks you can do in the air or down on the ground, and each time you call in a different assist to add on to that combo, it takes a green meter. So there's gonna be a lot of like management, like meter management too. Is it tough to perform combos? No. Well, obviously, later on when harder combos are discovered, yeah. But in the beginning, like I said, you could hit medium, medium, medium. It's not gonna do a lot. It's not gonna do like optimal damage, but like you could do it. Is it casual friendly? Yes. Best feeling character so far. I played Doom and I played Captain, and they both felt amazing. Doom is kind of like sluggish because I think he's supposed to be a setup character. He's not like an aggressive, let me hawk you down, dude. Captain America is ignorant. That's an ignorant character. He rushes. He can throw projectiles. The projectiles can ricochet off stuff. He can throw a projectile to the left, and then you not looking straight, and it comes back and hits you. He can throw a projectile. You block it. It goes back to him. He kicks it back to you. You still in block stun now. He can throw projectile upwards, and you like, where'd it go? And then you try to rush it, it comes back down. He's ignorant. I love it. Um, is it Marvel baby? It's not Marvel baby, but it is Marvel baby. You single? Hey, relax. Is it good? Yes, it is pretty good. Here's my question: why can't DC have a fighting game like this? Hey man, look, talk to Ed Boon and them, man. Talk to Warner Bros, man. Maybe Injustice 3 is on the way. I don't know. But anyways, guys, it's been fun. I really enjoyed it, seriously. And I'm gonna have some more on the way. I'm gonna have some Invincible footage probably tomorrow because I'm gonna record it today. And I'm in Wi-Fi internet, bro. It's taking like an hour. I'm sorry. I'm in Wi-Fi hotel internet. It's probably gonna take like an hour just to record it or upload it. So you'll probably get it tomorrow, like before the finals and everything. My impressions and everything. But guys, hope you enjoyed. Hey, it's been fun, man. Peace.